Attention passionate Philadelphia Eagles fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East, and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on the Philadelphia Eagles' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. This isn't just another headline. It's a story that could reshape the landscape of the NFC and redefine the Eagles' next steps. We're bringing this to you firsthand, so stay tuned because what you're about to hear could be crucial for every Eagles fan out there. But before we dive into the details, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles supporter, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Show that passion, that loyalty, that unwavering support for our team. Together, let us build a community that grows stronger every day. Share this video with your friends, your fellow Eagles fans, and let us reach that milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Because the more of us there are, the louder our voice becomes. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into the latest breaking news that has been making waves across the NFL, and more specifically in our beloved Eagles universe. So, it all started over the weekend, with a story that quickly caught everyone's attention. ESPN's Adam Schefter, one of the most trusted sources in the league, reported that a decision regarding a punishment for Jalen Carter, our star defensive tackle, was imminent. The buzz was that the league would have a verdict ready by Monday, September 8th. And for those who follow the Eagles closely, this wasn't just about a disciplinary action. It was about what this could mean for the team's immediate future and beyond. The reports indicated that Carter, who has been a pivotal figure in Philadelphia's defensive line, might face a hefty fine and possibly a suspension, depending on how the NFL weighed his actions during the season opener. Now, for those who might not be fully up to speed, Jalen Carter's situation was linked to an incident that occurred during the opening game of the season, a game that ultimately saw the Eagles come out on top with a 24-20 victory over the Dallas Cowboys. But beneath that victory was a controversial moment that caught everyone's attention. During the game, Carter was caught on camera spitting on Dak Prescott, Dallas quarterback, sparking a wave of reactions from fans, analysts, and NFL insiders alike. Spitting on an opponent, especially a key player like Prescott, is something that the league takes seriously as it breaches sportsmanship and professionalism standards. After the game, Carter didn't shy away from owning up to his mistake. He publicly apologized to his teammates, fans, and anyone else who was offended. "It was a mistake that happened on my side, and it just won't happen again," Carter said. He expressed remorse and acknowledged the gravity of his actions, emphasizing that he understood the importance of maintaining respect on the field. Still, he also made it clear that he was prepared to accept whatever consequences the league would decide. When asked if he was worried about a possible suspension, Carter's response was measured but honest. "If I get that text or that call and have that conversation, we'll handle it then." That shows a level of maturity and accountability, but it also kept fans on edge, wondering about the league's next move. Now, here's where things get even more intriguing. Monday came and went, but surprisingly, the NFL did not announce any suspension or penalty for Carter. This led to a lot of speculation among analysts and fans alike. Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk suggested that the league was possibly holding back, perhaps finalizing their decision, or preparing an announcement that could include a suspension. Florio pointed out that the league tends to wait until they're ready to make an official statement, especially when it involves disciplinary actions that could impact the team's roster or game plan. He also mentioned that, according to sources close to the situation, a suspension was still very much on the table. The league might be weighing factors like Carter's apology, his overall disciplinary history, and the context of the incident. But if no suspension is handed down, the league might opt for a hefty fine instead, possibly around $57,222, which would be equivalent to one game check for Carter. That's a significant penalty, but some fans and analysts argue it might not fully reflect the severity of the incident. What's really fascinating is how this situation ties into the bigger picture of the Eagles' season. Carter's role in that defense is crucial. Since being drafted in the first round, he has been a disruptive force up front, providing both run-stopping ability and pass-rushing prowess. His presence on the line often requires double teams from opposing offenses, freeing up other players like Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham to make plays. His development has been rapid, and he has already established himself as a cornerstone of the Eagles' defensive future. Missing him for a game due to suspension could impact the team's strategy, especially against a high-powered offense like the Kansas City Chiefs next week. And speaking of the Chiefs, that game is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated matchups of the season. The Eagles are heading to Arrowhead Stadium, a place known for its loud atmosphere and passionate fans. It's a rematch of the Super Bowl, and both teams are eager to prove they're still the best in the league. For Philadelphia, the stakes are high. A win would solidify their status as contenders and send a message across the league that they're ready to defend their title. But the potential absence of Jalen Carter, depending on the NFL's final decision, could be a factor in how they approach that game defensively. Now, let us talk a bit about the bigger picture regarding the Eagles this season. The team is loaded with talent, from Jalen Hurts leading the offense with his dual-threat ability, to a receiving core that includes A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, both of whom have been sensational so far. The offensive line has been solid, protecting Hurts and creating running lanes for the likes of Kenny Gainwell and DeAndre Swift. The defense, where Carter plays a vital role, has been one of the league's best, thanks to a secondary that's been locking down receivers and a front seven that's relentless in pass rushes and run stops. But what really stands out this year is the Eagles' resilience. Despite setbacks, injuries, or controversies like the Carter incident, they managed to stay focused and keep winning. That's a testament to their coaching staff, led by head coach Nick Sirianni, who has instilled a culture of accountability and relentless pursuit of excellence. The team's chemistry is evident, and the locker room appears united in their goal to bring another Lombardi trophy back to Philly. Now, back to the Carter situation. The league's decision could have ripple effects beyond just one game. If Carter is suspended, it might prompt a broader discussion about the league's disciplinary policies and how they handle misconduct, especially incidents that happen during games but involve elements of sportsmanship and respect. The NFL has been under scrutiny in recent years for how it penalizes players for various infractions, and this incident adds another layer to that ongoing conversation. For Philadelphia Eagles fans, the key takeaway is that we're rewatching a pivotal moment in our team's season unfold. Whether Carter is suspended or not, the Eagles' depth and talent mean they're still a formidable opponent. But it also reminds us how fragile a championship run can be when it hinges on discipline, focus, and the ability to adapt to unexpected situations. That's what makes this season so exciting. Every game, every decision, every controversy adds to the story of this team's quest for another Super Bowl victory. And honestly, that's what keeps us all glued to our screens, analyzing every play, every move, and every headline that comes out of Philadelphia. Looking ahead, it's clear that the Eagles are determined to keep pushing forward. They've shown resilience, talent, and a hunger for success. The coaching staff has been masterful in game planning and adjustments, and players like Jalen Hurts continue to elevate their game under immense pressure. The defense, with stars like Darius Slay and the emerging presence of Jalen Carter, whether on the field or on the sidelines, remains a tough obstacle for any opponent. But as we all know, football is unpredictable, and that makes every matchup so enthralling. The upcoming game against Kansas City will be a litmus test of where this team really stands and whether they can overcome any hurdles thrown their way. Now, let us not forget the historical context here. The Eagles, since their franchise inception, have always been a team that fights hard, whether in the NFC East or on the national stage. They've had their ups and downs, but their recent resurgence has been nothing short of remarkable. From Super Bowl LII triumph to back-to-back playoff appearances, the Eagles have cemented themselves as a powerhouse of the 2020s. This current season could very well be another chapter in their storied history. And moments like this, controversies, decisions, big matchups are what make the journey so compelling. And of course, the fans are the heartbeat of this team. Every cheer in Lincoln Financial Field, every chant, and every social media post fuels the players' motivation. Your passion as fans not only lifts the team, but also makes the NFL experience richer and more intense. That's why stories like Carter's incident and how it's handled matter so much, because it's not just about one player or one game. It's about the integrity of the sport we love and the legacy we want for our team. So, what's next for the Eagles? Well, they'll continue to prepare, analyze, and fight with everything they've got. The coaching staff will adjust their game plans if necessary, and players will step up to fill any gaps. The league's decision, whatever it may be, will certainly influence their approach, but it won't define their spirit. Philly is known for resilience, for grit, and for that never-say-die attitude. That's what keeps us all believing that another Super Bowl trophy is within reach. And as we count down to that big game in Kansas City, every moment, every decision, and every controversy just adds to the epic story of this Eagles season. Remember, the NFL is always changing, and every season brings new surprises. That's what makes this league so exciting, and why fans like us stay glued to every update, every game, every headline. The Philadelphia Eagles have shown they're a team that can handle adversity, and this year is no different. Whether Carter faces suspension or not, The Team's focus remains on winning, on competing, and on chasing greatness. The road to the Super Bowl is never smooth. But with the talent, dedication, and passion we see on this squad, I truly believe they have what it takes to go all the way once again. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this situation with Jalen Carter? Do you think the league will suspend him? Or do you believe they'll settle for a hefty fine and move on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much not just to us, but to the entire Eagles community. This is what makes our fandom so special, sharing insights, debates, and dreams of another Super Bowl victory. And don't forget, I'll be back very soon with more updates, analysis, and all the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let us keep supporting our team through every twist and turn of this incredible season. Because at the end of the day, we're all in this together, and the best is yet to come for the Philadelphia Eagles.